this gentleman can cook. There are 10 people in this room here tonight who can cook.
Were you
But-
at 5 of that?
And that includes Earl, because he's off the cook.
It was
Right.
Yeah, they're all-
So I need a motion, if you don't mind, John, contingent upon.
Yes, contingent upon receipt of petitions of support.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor? And that is a unanimous.
All the cooks are here now.
Blue Lagoon, 218 West 116th Street. Do they have their paperwork in order?
We'll need petitions.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, we do. No, these guys have. They
Okay.
have their petitions.
2 pages.
And talk to the church as well. That would be nice if this, something from them.
Thank you. So, we're gonna actually have that contingent upon, we need some sort of correspondence or indicative of interaction with the church.
Everybody understands that has to be in by the next meeting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
That's-
next, for everybody here, the next general board meeting is, sorry,
First Wednesday.
March
March
2nd.
2nd.
Right.
So you guys will all be coming back to the state office building. I'll send reminders.
So we'll need that, before March 2nd. It'll be March 1st, but we need it, right, to send out to our board members. Okay, so this is a motion for contingent upon the letter, either from the church or from the person stating that they have spoken with the church.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unanimous. Okay, now we are out of business section and we need to speed through Mary's presentation. Very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, you did it. Yes.
Do as best as you can with the
Yes.
time constraints we have.
I'm gonna go very quickly. We've been talking about this for about 8 months, and this really kind of even piggybacks off of what Kenneth Woods was saying from Sylvia's. I've also spoken to Shanez, several other business owners, and we've all talked about this, and we've been already implementing it. So it's just a matter of really making it come to fruition by next month. We have been talking about how businesses come before us for SLA license approval, for sidewalk cafe approval, and just being able to connect them to resources that are free that they may not know exist. That could save them time and money. That could help them become compliant so that they don't have to get hit with violations and have grand openings and grand closings. We want to see viable businesses grow in Harlem because they are bringing a lot of jobs to the community, and they're also bringing a lot of just community. They're bringing a lot of economic development to our community. So, I'm waiting for everything to come on. So, we're really just looking to see how we can help businesses thrive in this community by connecting them to the resources that they need.
Okay.
And then we're also looking to see how we can encourage businesses when they come to Harlem or when they're thriving in Harlem to also give back to the community needs, the things that are needed from our schools and from the community organizations that need assistance. So you can skip to slide. Okay. So the purpose of this is Harlem is experiencing several small and large developments, such as Whole Foods. We know that Burlington Coat Factory is coming in. We know that Olive Garden is coming in. The Victoria Theater is coming in. Each year we see, again, a lot of businesses come before us about SLA. And we also do our community needs assessment every year. And according to the Center for Economic Opportunity, we have a 20% poverty rate. And so we always do these economic, assessments, but what do we do about them? Are we doing something to cut that number down? And I think that this is right here is where we can make a difference. So several businesses, especially small businesses, struggle to get open or to stay open in Harlem, and they lack the resources or knowledge. Business owners don't know what they don't know. They don't know what's out there unless we offer them or we share with them the opportunities that exist. Next slide. So we conducted a survey with over 50 business owners and a focus group with 7 businesses that agreed by and large that services would be helpful to the growth and retention of their businesses, being able to be connected to services through the city or even community-based organizations like Harlem Business Alliance. And then in a 5-question survey, the feedback strongly decided that this process would be very helpful to the development of these businesses. The point is to help businesses start, operate, and grow so that they can be here longevity. We heard from many businesses tonight who have signed 10-year leases. That means they want to be here for quite some time, if not in perpetuity. So we should look at ways that we can assist them next. There are a myriad of free government services that are available to small businesses. There's free support for licenses and permits so that businesses can become compliant and not, get hit with Department of Health violations, which can shut a business down by charging them thousands of dollars for every single violation. Free recruitment services, which they wouldn't have to go on Craigslist. They can hire directly from the community. It was mentioned tonight, there's Workforce One, but then there are also the East Harlem Talent Network. We have a lot of community-based organizations that we can tap into. There's on-the-job training services, because as we know, customer service is always a big issue in Harlem, and Harlem loves good customer service. So being able to ensure that they can get those training services that are available would be great for businesses. And then there's free assistance to the MWBE, which is Minority Women Business and Entrepreneurship Programs. Free legal services. I don't think a lot of people know that you can get a lawyer to look over your lease. Now, it's only for an hour, and then they would have to work out a rate, but you can get introduced to a lawyer and do that. And more. When businesses come before the Economic Development Committee, they can seek assistance for any of these services through our community board, and we can be able to connect the dots and help businesses know what they don't know and hopefully help them thrive. Okay, so how can we connect the dots? When a business, again, comes before us for SLA or the Sidewalk Cafe decisions, we can give them a needs assessment form along with the form that they already get for SLA. And we can, ask them if they need other services such as recruitment or financing or anything that they may need. The business owner fills out the needs assessment along with the application for approval to the board. And then the board connects the form to city services or community services as needed. Then the district office, who already has a lot of work to do, but the district office can follow up and make sure that the businesses are being assisted, because we don't want them to fill out the form and then it goes nowhere. We want them to be able to fill out the form and get help and get assistance. And then the results should be reported to the borough president's office, because the borough president's office will make sure that the agencies or the organizations that we're making the referrals to are following through. So it would pretty much look like that would be the process. Businesses come in, business gets a needs assessment, business is connected to services, follow-up will be assessed, and then reports to the borough president's office to ensure quality service. Okay, so we drafted a couple of forms. We had some help from almost everybody around the table, Dr. Smith, Keith Taylor, thank you all for your, Andrew LaSalle, thank you for your help. So this will be like a sample questionnaire, and it also would include, again, all of the questions that we already asked for SLA. The only difference is, keep going, that there will be a needs assessment checklist right here. And then they would be able to let us know. And then there would be an exit questionnaire. So when they're done with the services, how did it go? Did you like the services that you received? Was it helpful to you? What could be improved about that process so we can ensure quality service? So I'm hoping that we can implement this next month. And then I think that we as a board should evaluate the process every 3 months just to ensure that it's working, see if it is working. If it's not working, we can review and discuss the results in the meeting, see if businesses are, feeling like this is working or not. And then if not, we can tweak the process as needed, or we can look at another way to implement it. That's my presentation.
I mean, thanks so much for doing this, because I know we talked about it, and then you
She
actually
did
got
the
it
work.
done.
Yes.
Right, exactly, which is good. One of the slides that you had in terms of the flow for this, I would just add, once we've at least initiated and and had the business start like doing the initial survey, perhaps following up, and follow-up is there, but I'm saying a year from there.
Oh, yes.
With the follow-up survey in terms of how things are going. And then we can track that as well.
Yes.
And that may be a little bit varied in terms of what those particular questions are.
Got it. Yeah, that would be very excellent.
So I would just add that to that flow.
If there are no questions, I'm sorry to kick you all out. but-
Right under 858.
Thank you. Great meeting.
You done good.
Yeah.
We're hoping to be open in
Go down and see.
Come on down, man. Usually up there, I go by you in the morning, have my little breakfast.
Jonathan never told me. I know you when you were walking.
He's coming to that party.
I
I get out more like, because I'm not open for lunch. So I'll be there today, so like,
Sounds like-
never been.